Ready? Now. Cross the legs comfortably. Roll the backs of the thighs, the buttocks, the pelvic floor. Roll towards the forward, sit bone, arms safe in and out, and feel that how that lifts effort and see the central chin, especially if you root the sitting bones down. And then make your little teacup hands and press your fingertips down behind you, lift and roll the shoulders back, draw the shoulder blades down, back, bring the elbows back. And then pressing in the fingertips, lift the side of the body up and out of the to the armpits. And maintain hand lift a little bit more to the back of the armpit to the front of the armpit up, and to the shoulder blades down, that reverse seat. Yeah. Keep going in that direction. Yeah. That much. Yeah. Yes. I know it. Well, that's what happens. Yeah, you know, one of the teachers told me, Jackie, she's like one of her teachers, because she really is into teaching postmenopausal women. That's what she is, you know, that's what all her friends are. You know, that's so she's like, you have to lift, you know, because otherwise if you fall in your joints, everything press it out again. So it's like all of a sudden I lifted up and like I was collapsing my chest and you don't even know it. And especially women, I think because we're weaker in the upper body, maybe, but we tend to really collapse in the chest.
Yeah, I've seen friends have this hum.
Yeah. Yeah. Because we have a natural out curve there, so we tend to go into those curves deeper. The same with the lower back in curve, we tend to go deeper into. Strangely, the neck tends to lengthen mostly, and lose its curve. Maybe along this stuff. I mean, anyway, okay. And then bring the hands on the thighs, palms can be up or down. And then draw the chin back as soon as the ears are over the shoulders, and then a slight turning down. So you can look down softly or close your eyes. And just observe your breath here for a few moments. And let the weight of your body be in your seat. And observe the weight of your body in the seat. So you're really grounded in the pelvic floor. And then from that grounded sensation, there's an effortless lift of the torso. Make it more and more effortless as you're able. And then working with the breath, observing the breath, lengthening the breath. So that means observing the torso, the musculature of the torso. So the diaphragm is shaped like that, an umbrella, an open umbrella into your rib cage when it's at best. When you inhale, it pushes down a little bit, which is what pushes your upper abdomen out, creating space. But don't keep pushing that as you widen the diaphragm to the side and the back body, then the abdomen actually moves back as you take a breath into the thoracic region of your rib cage. Expanding the ribs and lifting the ribs out, and then that goes into the top chest as well. And then when you exhale, everything releases back to neutral. So the inhale is active, is an active expansion of the space where the lungs reside in order to make space for the air to come in. So the air just sucked in. And then when you release that expansion, which is a muscular engagement, and so now it's relaxation, the air just goes out, right? So it's a natural process that happens all the time. But we can even lengthen, deepen the breath by actively participating in the physical movements in the torso to allow space for the breath to come in, and also observing the pauses. The natural pause at the end of the exhale before the inhale begins, and the natural pause at the top of the inhale before the exhale begins. And we can linger a moment in those pauses to further lengthen and slow down the breath. Then deepen the breath. Long inhale, long exhale. And then this becomes resonance breathing. We slow the breath down to 4 to 6 breaths per minute. And it's a very powerful effect on our nervous system. It shouldn't be too forceful. It's process of engaging with the breath without creating more tension. Creating tension with that process. Let the shoulders down with that. Yeah, don't pinch the shoulders up, right? But rather move the thoracic vertebrae in between the shoulder blades. Yeah. Right. So it's an engagement with the breath to make the breath fuller and deeper, and then the more we work with the breath, the easier that becomes, and the more quickly we can get into. I mean, they mentioned we deeply because I've been reading the shadowing for 16 years, or whatever that's. Okay, so now bring your hands to arms, you move that with the heart. And you can, if you bring your thumbs all the way to the bottom sternum, and not just it's really the bottom of the thumb by the wrist, so not the thumb itself, but at the wrist. And then you lift the bottom sternum to the top, turn the fingers straight up, and press the thumbs firmly. Lift and roll the upper arm bones back and draw the shoulder blades down. You can end the outer edge of the upper arm to the outer edge of the shoulder blade, and the shoulder blades on the back. Take a big breath in now. And then inhale deeply into the bowl, chant together, starting with thumb. Sahana Bhavatu together. Sahana Bhavatu Sahana to Sahavirya Bhavati Tejasvinamati Namastu Vidvishavai Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So take a moment here and take the fingers straight up. Now you can look at them if you're not sure, right? And then press the thumbs into the sternum and lift the sternum. And then find your upper arm bones and lift the upper arm bones and then draw them back. And then connect the outer edge of the upper arm at your back, muscularly. The outer of the shoulder blade, and then draw the shoulder blades down, turn the shoulder blades on the back. Take a breath, and as you exhale, release your head over forward and release your hands down. But keep the upper arm lifting up and rolling back, right? As you release the head down. So it's like a bridge with the shoulders down. Right? So this is Jalandhara, the throat seal, right? And we do this for pranayama as well, for breathing. So find the front of your throat, the trachea, the windpipe, and move that towards the back of your neck. So there's a hollowing in the front of your throat so that the chin can release down. And then draw the sides of the throat back. Just think of them moving back towards the back of the neck and up along the jawline towards the backs of the ears. Then release the muscles at the back of the neck and the base of the skull, right at the top of the neck, the occipital ridge. You continue to lift the center and the side body up and roll the upper arm bones back. So make sure you stay lifted on the side and the center of the body. Not too much pinching the shoulder, but rooting the hips and lifting the torso up, ribs up, and then rolling the upper arm bones back as you lift the chest up. So the chest is the resting place for the chin. Right? So you're letting the head descend into the heart. Keep the heart lifted. And see if you can curl the tip of your chin in towards the clavicular notch. That notch, yes, right? Yes, that's it. And then there's just a little space. It's not a hard closure, right? But there's a little space. And then just let your eyes be closed and allow the energy of your eyes, brain, and senses to drain out of your head into your heart. Pretend to live up in the head, and it's too much rajas, too much activity. So let that activity descend into the passionate heart and torso, where that's where we want the rajas to reside. And in the head, we want cool, calm, collected, peaceful, sattva. And the hips and legs arching up, rooted, grounded, solid foundation. And then keeping that energy in the heart center and that coolness in the head. With the eyes closed, inhale, raise your head up. Elongate the back of the neck. Draw the chin back slightly. Relax and broaden the shoulder blades at the top edge. And then raise the gaze with your eyes closed. And see that your ears are over your shoulders. And take the eyeballs towards the back of your head. So you're not pushing the eyes forward. Eyes are actually, they come out of the brain, they're brain matter. They're very intimately connected to the brain, as are all the senses, especially the eyes. And then keep that gaze towards the back of the head and soft and broad. And also think of yourself coming from your heart center rather than your head. And then allow your eyes to gently go open. And go ahead and extend your legs. And then we come to hands and knees. You can take a blanket under your knees. You can be open more or open like this, however you like. Hands and knees. Knees are sit down or out of hip width distance apart as are the feet. Hands are for the outer edge of the shoulder blade, wrists are a little bit in front of the shoulders. Spread the palms well and activate the hands. So roll to the inner edge of your fingers and the outer edge of your thumbs and press more deeply into the index finger and thumb. And as you press there muscularly, lift the energy up from the hand, the hastabandha, the palm of the hand. That's a minor chakra, energy center there. Not so minor, actually. Lift that energy up through the arm bones into the shoulder sockets. So even as you're pushing down and forward into the hands, energetically you're lifting up. And then let's do some flossing and then cat cow, and then we'll do the extension of the legs. So curl the tailbone a little bit in towards the pubic bone so your lower back is long, and draw the lower belly up towards the spine. So maintain a length in your lower back, neutral, and then you just dip the chest. So you're going to bring the spine down, but keep your arms straight and bring the shoulder blades together over the spine. So the shoulder blades are the teeth, the spine is the floss. And then you push from the outer arms down into the outer hands, spread the shoulder blades apart and push the spine up into the skin in between the shoulder blades, and then dip. Okay, so this gets some movement in the upper back, which can be hard to find. Okay, so just do those and see how we go. Yeah, that's it. Good. Yes, really feel like draw the shoulder blades together over the spine and then draw the shoulder blades apart as you, yeah. So feel the movement of the shoulder blades. There should be a lot of movement of the shoulder blades. Okay, and then you can take that into cat cow. So the next time you push up, take your tailbone in and your head down around your whole spine. And as you inhale, you're going to dip, right? So as you lift your hips, move your hips back, dip your chest down in between your arms, right? Draw the shoulders back, and then move the chest and chin forward. So that's how you get a little bit more arch in your upper back when you go to forward or up dog. And then going into your cat, as you round your spine, pull your tailbone under and push back towards your heels. And really elongate your lower back. And then inhale forward and lift your hip and dip your chest. Pull your upper arm bones back, like you want to try to do in cobra, and then move your spine forward. And you're moving a little forward in space, and you're moving a little back in space. Round your spine, curl your tail under, and come at least halfway towards your heels, if not more. Right? Push your buttocks down towards your heels. Go, go, go. Yes. And as you're doing that, curl your tailbone under more and more. Yeah. Not so much pushing the upper back up, but more the lower back. Okay. And then coming forward, move your hands just a little forward now. Draw the shoulders back, dip the chest, and then start to open the front of your hips into a cobra. Right? Kind of a high cobra, so your hips aren't touching. And then round your spine, pull your tail in. You go all the way down towards your heels. Release your head. Take a breath. And then inhale, lift your head. Glide forward, lift your hips. Maybe you walk your hands a little forward. Maybe you adjust your knees a little bit in. And then you can go into that cobra between the chest. Roll the shoulders back. Draw the tail in. Round the spine. Oh, lengthen as you go back. Pull the hips back away from the chest and ribs. And then inhale, come forward. One more time with your chest. Roll the shoulders back. Now, just come back to your heels, to your knees. Curl your toes under, lift your hips up, and go right into downward facing dog. Good. Take a few breaths here. Actively press down into your hands, lower into your fingers. Find that. And do that from your shoulder blades. Find your shoulder blades on your back. Press down with your hands from your shoulder blades and forward into your fingers. Bring your elbows in right at the top of the bottom of the tricep.
and also broaden the top of the shoulder blades. Now, widen your inner groin and take that back, widen your pelvic floor and move that back. And then imagine someone's pulling your outer hips back as well. And as you do that, reach your heels out to the side, back and down. Okay, and then lift your heels, bend your knees, rest in child's pose or virasana forward. So actually take virasana forward, take your knees wide. And then rest your head down, but keep your arms engaged as if they were in downward facing dog.
And if your arms get tired, just rest, bend your elbows and rest. So move your chest forward, Tony. Yes. So for you, resting the head means you need something to rest your head on. Fold that in half again, like a box. Turn it the other way, and then try that. Okay, reach your arms push into your hands. Of course, not to strain your knee, right? But you're working on deflating the muscles of your legs, your calves, your hamstrings, your quadriceps, your buttocks, your inner thighs, everything spreading and deflating, right? And push actively into your hands as if you were in downward facing dog. And bring your hands slightly back, slightly back. Now straighten your elbows. Yes. Now, instead of drawing the top edge of the shoulder blades towards the neck, broaden the top edge of the shoulder blades away from the neck and squeeze the elbows. Yes. Yes. Right. This. Yes. Now move the spine even forward towards the. Yes. Yes. Do you feel that? Yeah. Okay. This starts moving. This, yeah. Good. Okay. Come on up, hands and knees. And then we'll extend the legs, right? So like we did Monday. So hands are a little forward, spread the palms, and lift up energetically as you push down muscularly from the elbow joints. That's where at the bottom of the tricep. Okay, and then hips right over the knees. You can look back and go and extend your right leg, fill in the toe under. Okay, and the reason you're looking back is because when you lift the heel, you want to lift the heel only to the level of your sit bone, right? And then look ahead. Okay, roll the right buttock away from the side of the sacrum. Roll the front of the right thigh towards the inner thigh towards the ceiling, and extend from the inner groin to the inner knee to the inner heel. Pull the outer heel back up to the outer hip, and firm your hips and extend the torso forward out of the hips, and then point the foot. Yeah, good. Lift the front ribs, Brittany. More. Yes, good, and then release. So that's a place where you can reach it. There. Okay, and then the other side. Okay, so you can move back, firm the waist, and lift up energetically from the arms. Don't sink in between your shoulder blades. Here in this, you want to be broad. So when you're in plank and also even bent on chaturanga, you don't want to be dipping in between your shoulder blades. You want to be broad. Okay, and then extend your left leg back. For the chaturanga, look back at the heel, lift the heel to the level of the buttocks, and then look ahead. Right, and then so there's a tendency to sink into the right hip, right? You have to firm the outer right hip in, and the left buttock away from the side of the sacrum, front of the thigh goes to the inner thigh towards the ceiling. Extend from the inner groin to the inner knee to the inner foot, pull the outer foot to the outer knee to the outer hip. Okay, from the hips, extend both sides of the torso equally, and then point the foot. Yeah, straighten your back knee, straighten, grip the kneecap. So it's just like the elbow, it's lazy. So right at the kneecap is the bottom of the quadricep. Yeah, good. Lower your leg, Brittany, too high. Yeah, and roll the left buttock under, and yes, there you go. And ribs up. Not that part, the lower ribs, the belly up, belly to the spine. Okay, and then down. That side really long from here. Yeah. Okay, and it's hard too, it's not easy. Okay, so then you're going to extend the right leg and the left arm. Take a break if you need to. Okay, and then you're working on extending those two apart from each other and not getting wonky, right? So is this part here? Look for a sec. This part here, upper abdomen gets sunken here, right? So this is the part, like when you do arch and flatten. This part is the hardest one to find for flatten for most of us. So you're taking your front ribs towards the back ribs off the top rim of the sacrum. So it's like a little bit of Ubiana here. It's not squeezing in. It's really broad and back. Yeah. Okay. And go. So just alternate arms and legs behind you. And pull the arm and leg apart from each other. Yeah, both at the same time. So there's an active, there's two actions, opposing force. Yeah, and then change. Yeah, this side gets, okay, go ahead. Yeah, so you tend to lean too much this way. Oh, or there, that's good. And then also when you're lengthening, it's on the front of the leg, right? From the psoas up under the ribs. You know where the psoas is? It attaches at the front of the spine. And it's deep, very deep muscular muscle and crosses over the hip flexor. But if you want to think of extending from the front leg rather than much the buttocks and the back leg. Yeah, roll the left buttock down. Yes, and yes, and extend from the inner, so extend the inner leg. Yes, and pull the outer leg back. Good. And look down. Yeah, that might help with the ribs. Yeah, and then you can look up without throwing your knee on the ground. Yes, good. Okay, one more time on each leg. And on, and then rest in your asana forward again. Yeah, it's a real stabilizing posture, right? And then of course you can see how it relates to warrior three, right? And also handstand. Yeah. Good. The left buttock down actually, roll and then so extend from the front, yes, and roll the inner leg up and grip the kneecap on them. Straight open the back of that knee. Oh, good. Okay. Good. And then release. Good. Okay. And then rest of your asana forward again. Couple of breaths. Yes, Brittany. Now imagine someone's gently pressing on your shoulder blades and keep your elbows, arms, yeah, and take the armpit chest down. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Yes. Yes, and breathe. Armpit chest down and also the torso forward. So from the outer hips to the armpits forward. Yes. Good. And broaden the, so you still need your head support, Tony, because otherwise what happens is your back gets wrinkled, right? And that we don't want ever, right? Because that we're trying to fight against. And push down into your hands like you're doing down dog. Yes. That's it. Squeeze the elbows in and up. Yes. Broaden the shoulder blades and move the spine in and forward. Yes. Yes. So now you want to think you have the length from the pinky side of the hand to the armpit to the outer hips. As though someone's pulling your outer hips back. Good. That's it. Now come up onto your hands and knees. Firm your arms. Press down into your hands. Grip your elbows. Firm your waist. Throw your toes under. And then your hips up. Hands up. Buttocks up. Head down. Downward facing dog. Okay, press down into your hands, forward into your fingers, roll the inner thighs back, outer hips back, reach the heels back and down. Outer hips. Lift the front legs up as you reach back heels and outer heels down. Just go so that the heels are kind of like more or less in the middle of the ball of the ball of your foot. Right? So more toward the outside, but not pigeon-toed. And then lift the inner heels and ankles up to the inner knees and the outer heels and ankles up to the outer knees. Lift the kneecaps and press the hips and thighs back. Good. Now come forward into straight arm chaturanga, push up position, right? And roll the inner thighs up, extend the inner legs to the inner feet, pull the outer feet to the outer hips. Firm the outer hips, extend the sides of the body forward. And then you're going to lower your hips, keep your toes curled under, lift your chest and roll your shoulders back. Try not to sink your legs. Up dog. Down dog. You go through straight arm chaturanga. Keep that firmness of your torso and legs as you go to up dog. Repeat that a few times. Your heels are a little too much out. Extend your inner legs to your inner feet. Yeah. Now go ahead. Up dog. Good. Lift the chest. Roll the shoulders back. Roll the shoulders back. Yes. And then down dog. Good. Lift the hips. Good. Yes. And then up dog. Keep the knees straight. Extend the legs back. Drop the hips down as you straighten your knees and legs. Pull the hips forward as you extend the legs back. Lift the chest. Roll the shoulders back. Shoulders back. Touch that chin up. Yes. Exhale down dog. Good. And then come down and rest in your asana forward again. Yeah. Good. Toes together, knees apart, and reach out, yeah. Yeah, so actually tell me next time, the under your knees, that should turn the other way, okay, do that. Yeah. These are roots. Go a little less wide, especially with this side, just this, yeah, there you go. Just enough so that you can descend, and here also a little hesitant to go. Yes, tell me if that's too much. Okay. Right? So that's as if someone's pulling your hips back. So just like in those straight arm arms and what, hips back, there's a forward at the same time, right? So there's always these two actions working against each other, and then you have to find the right amount, right? Good. Okay, now back to your hands, knees. Curl the toes under, lift the hips up, again down dog. Now keep the heels lifted now, keep the heels lifted. Now as you keep the heels lifted, lift the kneecaps, inner and outer kneecaps to the inner groin. Pull the inner groin back, widen the pelvic floor, pull the outer hips back. Okay, so the frontal hip points come down more. Now, keep pressing down and forward, shoulder blades on the back. Bring your feet together. All the way. Now, keep your chest towards your thighs, and you know, like someone's pressing your shoulder blades, yes. And then maintain that as you lift the heels as much as you can. Don't let the chest come away from the thighs, yes. Now raise the right leg up. Don't try to raise it too high, just raise it like the level of the hip. Roll the right leg around with the front, right? Roll the front thigh, point with it. Yeah, roll the front thigh to the inner thigh. Extend from the inner groin to the inner knee to the inner foot, and the front of the psoas. Extend, and then lift the leg higher from there. Yeah, and roll the body down. Good. And then lower the right leg. And then take your chest closer to the thighs. Lift your heels more. And then lift the left leg. And when you lift the outer right knee up to the outer right hip, also so you don't sink that straight leg, the one on the ground. And then extend the top of the leg, roll the thigh in, roll the butt up away. And then lift the leg a little higher. Yes. Good. And then release. Bend your knees and come back once again into the rocking forward. Deep breath. Spread your left fingers. Yeah, and then find a way to engage maybe 50% in order to maintain the alignment of your arms and so on. And then allow for some release to occur in the other bits. Try to find that. I know it can be challenging to find. Yeah, good. Yes, Tony. Hips back, torso side of the body forward, and then the middle upper back, not to round it. Move the middle upper back. Yes. Yes, tuck the chin. Yeah, lift the back and the neck up. Lift the back. Yes, more. Lift the yes, more. Yes, that much. See how broad you get in the upper back? Yeah. Good. And then you're going to come off hands and knees, curl the toes under, lift the hips up, walk the hand back, and Uttanasana, standing forward bend. So you can widen your legs as much as you need to. You can bend your knees, ankles, just softly, if that will help your hips release over more, right? Even just imagining that, you do it. The inner groin is going back here as well. I roll the inner thighs back, right at the tops of the thighs especially. The inner groin back and the pelvic floor wide, widen the inner thighs. And then imagine someone pulling the outer hips back as well. So the frontal hip points come down low. Not to push the abdomen now. Release the abdomen, not hard. Softly release it toward the back of the body and spread it out to the sides and under the wrist. And let the torso release, stay on the head as you lift your broad shoulders. And then observe the weight might be too far back. Shift the weight a little lower, right? So that the ankle, your outer knees with your outer ankle, right? So that it's more in front of the hip. And then release the backs of the legs. So from the backs of the knees up to the sitting bones. And then move down from the backs of the knees to the heels. And then
Walk your hands forward to that little tabletop, just enough so they're under your shoulder, not forward of your shoulder, a little back from your shoulders is even better. And then lift your inner and outer kneecaps, lift your kneecap, lift your quadriceps up, lift your head up. And remember that dipping, so you dip the spine into the shoulder blade, pull the shoulders back, and then chest lower. And then roll the sitting bones down, with the hamstrings up, pull the belly in. So it's like you're lifting your pelvis up off your thighs, and then continue all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Arms swing forward, use your arms, reach up. And use your waist, pull the belly in, drop the buttocks, lift the hamstrings, right? Yeah, and top thighs back, inner groins back, right? Tailbone a little forward, absorb the side of the sacrum. You can adjust your feet so they're more sit bone width distance. Root the outer hips down to the outer feet, lift the inner feet up to the inner groin. And then use your arms, but also use your ribs. So the muscles on the side of the body, lift the ribs up off the hips. Good. Here you just do this. And breathe, good. Yeah, good, lift the arms up and back, up and back, yes. Exhale, lower your arms, straight down, okay, good, so that's back bend. I know, it is so beautiful. Okay, so now, rows 1 and 2, I was gonna do this on Monday, but we had them on Zoom ready. So rows 1. This can be a little tight in your shoulder, so you'll see how it works for you. But you take 2 ropes, the top ropes, they should be even, and you want to start forward as you can. So then you don't want to just be hanging on the ropes. You want to draw the shoulders down and then look at my arms. Inject the arms into the shoulder sockets, shoulders down. And then I'm just going to step back to good. Go a little bit more, okay? And then lift the heels. See how I lifted the heel? So you want to roll the outer ankle across the front of the ankle to the inner ankle. Kind of bring the feet together. Tailbone forward, so you're like falling forward, and then see how the chest lifts. Shoulders down, right? And then you can lower your feet, step back a half step. The more back you go, harder it is. Inject the arms into the shoulder sockets, shoulder blades down, tailbone forward, ankles together, chest up. And then don't put too much, then you fall back, right? And then you kind of let your hips go even more forward, right? And then you can step it back, feet together. You walk all the way forward. Start going at your feet. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah, okay, there. So that's the chest movement, right? You feel that? Right. Now, a little bit, draw the shoulder blade down. Draw the arms into the sockets. So instead of letting ropes pull you back, draw the arm into the socket. Yes. That's it. Now, feet together, lift the heels up. If you can't, lift walk back. Okay. Yes. There you go. Beautiful. Now tailbone forward, like yes, and chest up. Yes, and eyes up, chin up. Yes, not all the way up, just look into the lights. Yes, beautiful. How does that feel? Shoulder blades looking down. Yes. Yes, really chest forward and point, chest up, chest. No, that's the chin. Forget the chin. Drop. Yeah, this is yeah. You know, how you hear something. This, so make this big as you can. Yes. Yes. Good. Lower your heels. Step back and one step. And please, there's your ankle.
When I have on the high seas.
Yeah, exactly. Your mask on the ship. Okay. So remember, your knuckles are down, right? Not in. I think down is good. And then you draw your arms with your shoulder sockets, shoulder blades down and back, and then you lift up and you won't stop. I'm trying to keep that firmness in arms. Heels up, yeah, tailbone forward. Chest up, shoulders down, point, yeah. Now, oops, see what happens if you do that too much, fall down. So it's just more chest up, really, yeah. And hips forward. Now fall forward with your hips, any amount. Go ahead, tailbone. Move like you're gonna fall, forward. Butt forward, okay, yes, yes, keep going. Okay, and then lower your, yes, and then come down. Maybe you can do one more step back, maybe not. Okay. So you have to draw the arms into the sockets, shoulder blades down, lift up, and then you have to fall forward. And to fall forward. Yes, yes, Tony, that's it. Let the hips lead the way up. Good. Yes, head up, just up. Yeah. 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 And don't forget to get back, because then that gets short. Right? That look there. Yeah. Double forward, go for it. Yes, Tony, shoulder blades down. Good. Yes, Ruby. Beautiful. Good. And then lower your heel. And step back.
That's how you know that, right?
It's a good experience.
Yeah,
It's, I think, you know, because you're not, I'm not used to putting my houses back.
yes, yeah, you start to feel it in your elbow, yes, okay, ropes two. Ropes two. The final rope sign, how you take and read it in instead of being up dog to down dog, really is up dog to go back. Okay, so watch. Keep your up on the block. And again, you draw that, see the outer ankles across the top of the front of the ankle, the inner ankle, see that animation? Yeah. Okay, now elbows in. So I'm gonna go down and have to adjust my hands, right? And then I have to now fall and trust. So this is the down dog, right? Now watch here, how I change the roll the shoulders in. Now my fingers point out. That's the lower bend. Oh, oh, that's a lower bend. Kind of threw down the. Oh, God. And then repeat it a few times, and then see if you can swing up, using your elbows in it. But
Now you make it go easy, but it
sounds hard. You have to get used to it, and it does like a little, you know, and sensitivity is there. Take your butt to the wall, elbows in, elbows stay in, and then you kind of bend your elbows a little as you go down like this, head towards your knees. You're good. Trust is there. Now forward bend. That's it. Now you start to go forward towards down dog, with your arms go back towards the wall and straighten. That's it. Good. And let your butt come forward. Straighten your arms now. Great. Yes, that's it. So then when you go to the forward bend, so this is kind of like down dog here, right? Now when you go to the forward and you roll your shoulders this way, take your head towards your butt and let your butt come away in the wall. Yes, that's it. Now go to up dog. Inhale, hips forward, head up, shoulders back. Yeah, and then exhale, forward bend. Through down dog to the forward and roll the shoulders in. Let your buttocks fall to the middle of the room. Yeah, that's what hurts. This way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yes, and then go to up dog. Good. Yes. Yes, and then go to forward bend, down dog. Now roll your shoulders in. Keep your elbows straight, straight arms. And this way. Buttocks this way. Yeah. Roll that. Now go to up dog. Yes, there you go. Up dog. I'm getting dizzy. Like, whoa. Yes. Straight leg. Yes, and then forward bend. Roll the shoulders in. Let the back cross in the little room. Yes. One more. Then you know, you go a little faster once you get going. You do a couple quick ones if you want. I've actually got down. Oh, no, we didn't. So it's kind of like we did on up dogs down, feet go under. Yeah, you can lock out, right? But you know, momentum to come up. You guys can get to the momentum part. Take a break. I'll show you the without the block, or you just try again with the block. Just go a little sticky with that. But without the block, is a little deeper. This is good. But see, my heels are still at the wall. See my elbows in. And so here's like the down dog. Then I have the toe down. Oh.
I forgot to make that move.
Yeah, that helps. And then it's a little harder to swing up.
Oh, yeah.
So you can always walk out. Okay, so.
My head is so dizzy going, changing levels.
Yes.
It's vertical.
Yeah, it is a little vertigo. It's true.
Like this, I used to pole vault.
Oh, I did you? Really close this.
Wow, how is this like pole vault? Well, this is swinging, like, these are swinging.
Yeah, I mean, as you get older, these kind of movement, you know, we're not hopping, skipping, jumping, running, twisting, dancing. We're more standing in one place and we're gonna dance, we're like this. I know. You know, so take it easy, you know, it is what it is, you know, you're getting older, it's back. Where we first you go to like a down dog, right? So yeah, now straighten your arm back towards the wall, and you just come to the middle of the room, stay there for a minute. Okay, so that's down dog shape, right? Now go to the forward bend, head towards the shins, and straight arms, keep your arms straight the whole time. All right, yeah. Your arms this way. Let your butt go this way, and your head goes that way. Now, into the upper, yeah, that's a difficult. Swing your hips forward. Yes, just that. Drop the buttocks, and you, yes, now make us some butt up, pull the head in, little shoulder under. Head, yes, buttocks drop in the middle of the room. Yes, now inhale it up. And then try to go a little faster. Go a little faster. Oh. Exhale, arms stay straight the whole time, inhale. Breathe, don't hold your breath, you can hold in your breath. Okay, walk out, good. Okay. Whew. Okay. Good. Okay. Good, good. It's kind of fun to explore, so we need to do this, you can do that, yeah. Because it's a nice warm up, okay? Then it's where you're creating the wall, right? The wall is asana. So this. Right, and then you take a couple of breaths here, I'll come check your alignment, and then you're gonna work on this, and look here, this is what all of these kind of. Right? So you're trying to find that firmness. And then, you know, not to dip here around, right? And not to switch that. So this goes up, and that goes down, so on, okay? So walk slow. Bend your elbows like chaturanga. Now, wrists could be a teeny bit down and in towards each other. Hands in towards each other. Bring the hands closer together. Yeah, now turn the hands out. Now walk back. And wait, go back, go back, and go back. No, walk back and walk. Hands are too high. No, hands, yes. Now turn it down. And now they're more in line with your elbows, right? And you can have, you don't have to squeeze your elbows in. Yeah. There you go. And then. Yes, that's better. Squeeze the elbows in and out. Yes. And so when, and also notice where your head is hanging, your bowling ball, lift your bowling ball up another few inches. Keep going. And then elongate. Yes, and observe this broadening. And then this. Yes, and this in and over. Yes, and these back. Step to the wall just a half inch. Feet, yes, and then push the hips back. Yes, and don't let the head hang. Yeah, and tuck the chin. Yes, and broaden. Yes, and breathe. Yes. Don't squeeze at the top edge of the shoulder blade. Squeeze the elbow. Now walk in. Walk in. Yeah. Good. Yeah, head up a little, head up, good, one leg back. Good, yes, lift up from the outer left knee to the outer left hip and roll the right side down. And inner leg up, right, and then extend the inner leg and top back. Woo. This time. And this, yeah, head up, tuck the chin. Look good. Even the line of arms, yes, good. Change leg.
It seems like we should be using it.
Wait. Before you change legs, go back to that. I know it's so hard because it really shows up. Really, your chest has to come down 6 inches. I would say take your hand more down. Okay, yeah, take your chest more down. Armpits to the ground. More. Yes, head up. Stay there with your arms and chest. Just your head up. Head up. Tuck your chin. More. Like yes. Now stay there and just bring the armpit chest down. Yes. Now extend the leg. Good. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Lift the outer right knee up to the outer right hip and roll up again. Just the buttock. Ungrip your buttock from left buttock and roll the button hip down. Left hip. Yes. More. Yes. Extend the inner leg with the inner. Yes, squeeze the elbows, right elbow, squeeze it, both elbows. Reach that leg back, reach the arms over. Yes, breathe. Yes, don't over point. Yes. Good, and then lower that leg, bend your elbows, walk in. Negative thoughts, it's over. Yeah, so you really see. It's kind of like that, everything, you know, like that's, you know, all these things you can see where your weaknesses are, right? And then you can work on those. Then there's an opportunity. Okay. Very good. What is our time? 10:16. Okay. So let us do a couple sons. Come to the mat. And well, please. And then on the blocks.
Oh, God, it's very hard to remember everything without a teacher.
Without a teacher. Well, what you want to do, and that's true, what you want to do is remember one thing. Yeah. That's important to you, and do that. That's really all you can manage, maybe two, at the most three. Okay, and then you get one thing, and remember that easy,
Right.
and then it's the two.
Right.
And then that's, you know. Okay. So this is really, for when we do the Warriors. Right? A little bit forward.
I do remember. Keep your elbows straight and put them together.
Yes. Good, pull your mat away from the wall. No, that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm supposed to do this now, because even though it's kind of cool, also humid, you know. And we can see if I'm gonna do this. Okay. So. Stand in some speaking. And it's her. Right? You can have feet together or feet apart, awesome. But see how your hands and arms aren't active. So, yes. That's it. So it's not like you're standing, it's not like easy standing, right? No, it's mountain. It's in preparation to do asana. So the elbow joints, and then from your inner elbow, pull down to the thumb, and outer elbow to the pinky. Right, and when you pull the arms down, that easily lifts the chest, right? Yeah, and soften everything, especially the skin. And the eyes, and the breath should flow freely. So there's an action, but it's not overdone. Okay. Right? And this is what happens, I think, when I ever overdone action. You know, it's too much tension, too much fierce. Covering your feet together, please. And then you have a hyperextended knee this way. Yes, so you have to always remember to bring your inner knees forward. Yes, that's better. Yeah. Yeah. And then hips at top thighs and yes, back more. Back more. But it's back more. Now drop the chin straight back. Breathe. Yeah, good to stop. Leans back. Now your ears move from your shoulder. It's usually about here. Here. So you want to. So retraction, that's called retraction. That's the best thing for your neck. The best thing, because we're always chicken head forward, right? And the next best thing is extension. Not down. Yeah, look at the stars. Which are all head in the neck. Okay, so then inhale arms up. We're in the Hastasana. Yes, Tony, your elbows are getting straight. It's a glorious thing. Now, Brittany, you have to soften your knees and bring your hips back. Yes, yeah, you see that tendency? Yes. Now take your head and look up, and when you look up, don't drop your head. Lift the third eye to the side. Absorb your upper back. Know that your whole neck and spine are together. So head up, Brittany, head up. Don't go back so much. Go back less. Take your arms up and back. More back. Yes. That's it. Exhale, look. And come all the way down to Janasana. So you can widen your legs. Broaden the buttocks. Back to the thighs. Okay. Double rest. Yeah. Hands more back alongside your feet because you're going to go into sun salutation, right? So when you go into sun salutation, you want your fingertips more or less in line with your toe tips. Then when you step back, your hands are going to be under your shoulders, right? So then inhale, lift your head up, step your right leg back. Now lower your right knee and point your toes. So we're going to go low lunge. Yes, you can have a blanket under your knee. Sorry, I didn't mention that. Turn the blanket the other way too. Yeah, so then it's shorter, right? You're not gonna step on it. Yeah, that enough softness?
Yeah.
Okay, so then, you draw the outer ankle in, press the top of the foot down, lift the knee up like up dog, okay? That's it, now spiral the inner thigh up, take the buttock around to the front, right? The right butt, yes. And then slowly, you reach back with your right leg as you lower your right knee down, and the left knee, no, look here. Left knee comes forward of the toe. Left knee forward. Keep going with the left knee. Yes. That's low lunge. Yeah. You feel that stretch in front of the right? Oh, yes. Yeah. With the chest.
Don't lie down on the leg, and sink your hips, left hip forward, left sitting bone forward, the back of the left heel, just up. Yes. Yes. Push back, curl the toes under, high lunge, flat lunge, step back, straight arm, head around that. Exhale, knees, stick the butt out, inner elbows, go back, chest, chin. Yes, and then you can lie down, hold hands back and curl up into cobra. Good. And then exhale, you can go through bent knees, straight legs, child pose, down dog. Good. And then lift your heels, look forward, inhale, bring your right leg forward, come to your fingertips. Lower your left knee gently, point your toe, draw the outer ankle in so you're not sickling the heel. Press the top of the foot down, lift the knee up, like up dog, spiral the inner thigh up, reach the left leg back, as you slowly begin to sink your right knee in front of your toes, right? And then you slowly open up the back, from the back leg, and you're, look here, working on getting the right sitting bone towards the back of your right knee. Yes, as you lift the torso, but not the hips. Yes, Julie. Yes. Woof. Yeah. Oh yeah. Just because the front of your hip. Why? Why do we want to do that? Why do we do that? Yeah, tell me one. Back end. Yes, it's a back end, and then what do you do all day? Fold that hip and sit on that, right? So it's the counter supposed to the day. Okay, push back, right knees over the right ankle is high lunge, pull belly in, now your buttocks around, especially the right one. Lift the left knee up, high lunge, and then exhale, step forward, and then roll the inner thighs and groins back, widening the pelvic floor, pull the outer hips back, so at the very top of the thigh, the hip doesn't roll in, it rolls out the top of the thigh unit. So when we say hip, it's kind of nebulous, like a lot of stuff, but if you hook your thumbs in your outer hip crease right at the top of your thighs and pull that back, that's what I mean, that's a smiling hip crease. Yes, yeah, good, that's it. And then keep going, keep going. So relax, breathe, exhale, and let this come up under the ribs. Yeah, and the more you hollow in that area, the more the hips can fold, right? Yeah, and that's a natural way of stopping for us from hurting ourselves. Those muscles engage, right? But as you're there, you're starting to slowly release. You want to allow that to occur, get more release. Yeah. And then you can bring your hands a little forward, look up, like with the tabletop, roll the sitting bones down, lift the hamstring up, lift the pubic bone up, head up, arms go forward and up. Arms, use your arms like legs. Yeah, reach up. Yes, and then exhale, lower your arms. So when you're coming up, your arms, you can use them for momentum and direction of the prana. And the gaze also, if your gaze is looking down, all your prana is falling down, right? So you want to direct it up. Okay. Just down on the left. Okay, inhale. You can look up if that's comfortable. Exhale, Uttanasana. A couple of breaths. Widen the sitting bones. Widen back to the thighs. Follow the abdomen. Release the torso. Work on opening the backs of your legs. So release the hamstring up to the sitting bones and down into the heels. Shift the weight forward. Straighten your knees completely. Okay. So then release. Yeah. So rather than pushing your knees back, think of releasing the hamstrings up from behind the knee to the sitting bones. No, don't push your knees back. Just release these up and root down from the backs and knees into the heels. You should move forward. Yeah, and release the torso. And take the belly softly up so the hips can pull down more over the thighs. Yeah, and slowly. Slowly, yeah, slowly. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, so you think of your back of your leg like highways or rivers. You want that skin open, flesh open, blood, and then everything falls. Good. Now, come to your fingertips, inhale, look up, step the left leg back, knee down to your point, low lunge, spiraling, reaching back if you sink. Right, same thing. Don't move your foot forward, Tony. Move your foot back. Sink your knee forward. Yeah, more. Keep going. No, your knee. Just sink. Your knee Yes. Yeah, so that's like Mark, no, just keep your fingertips on the ground, forget this, sing. Yes, keep thinking, yes. Keep reaching the left leg back, and as you sink the weight, keep one going down. And lift the torso up, keep your fingertips down, yes. Okay, now push back. Here's where it is nice to have something on your knee, I don't know if you need that, Brittany. Okay, but I'm glad you have it. Now, pull your waist in, pull your waist in, come on, yeah, good, that's it. So now, outer right hip bend, you want both your sitting bones pointing straight down, right? And then you want to curl your sitting bones and tailbone under, lift the pubic up. So you're trying to maintain an upright pelvis, right? And then you can bring your hands on your hips, direct the back of the hip down with your thumb, and lift the front of the pelvis up. And then start to sink. And try to keep the lift of the hip up off the thigh, especially the right there. Up, yeah, as you sink. Yes, okay. Pull your arms down as you sink. If you can touch your fingertips to the ground as you sink. Okay, and then take your arms up. Firm your outer hips. Extend your left leg back, outer right knee to outer right hip. And then coil your thoracic vertebrae in your bottom rib cage. In, no, look this way to me. Reach your arms from T12. Good. Reach your arms up, arms back more than your head, Brittany. Arms back. Yes. Take your gaze up without throwing your head back too much. Reach your arms back. Thumbs in toward your fingers. Yeah. Good. And then exhale. Good. Step back, high lunge. Firm the belly to the spine. Outer hips. Flat palm. Straight arm turn around back. Exhale, lower your knees. Spiral your inner elbows forward. Stick your butt out. Now, hop turn around. Look here, look here. Elbows forward. Bend your elbows back. Back on. Now look here. Move forward. Yeah, and then from there, just open up the front of your hips, roll your shoulders back. Yes. See if you can get your hips down more. Bend your elbows back. Yeah, hips down. Now lift the chest up. Yeah, roll the shoulders. Good. That's it. Push back. Down. Inner going back, outer going back. Yeah, you can always do some child pose. So you stand tall on your legs, right? You stand tall on your legs, but you get the weight back into the leg. Keep reaching forward, don't walk back. Reach. Yes. Reach. Oh, yes. Reach. Now, if you reach the heels down. Yeah. You move the front leg up. Okay. Oh, they have the shin run off the top of the foot. Yes. Yes. Okay. Good. Don't pull the head too much. Just release your head. This. Tuck your chin. Get your ears in line with your arms. Yes. Bring your head towards you. This way. That. Right? And then that. Yes. Good. Inhale, bring up. Left foot up. Now that's a downward dog. Yes. Right me down to the foot. And here, it's just like everything else. They're all like to show you. Oh, yeah, right here. And it's not a judgment. It's just a, okay, I'm gonna hold up there. Look there. Got it. And for my comfort. And then you spiral, lift the back leg. All those things you've been doing. Sink the hip, left knee towards the back of the left buttock. Sitting bone towards the back of the heel. Left buttock, drop it down. Don't move your foot forward. Just drop your back. Yeah. Lift your chest. Yeah. Push back. Okay. From the outer hips from the waist. Come on. Okay. So now you adjust, right? So you want to try to get your hips in order. And then lift the front of that waist, curl the sitting bones under. And then you start to and lift. So keep your hands on your hips. Direct the top of the butt down with your thumbs. Lift the front of the hips up. And then go. Then your right and the left. Just the lower leg more. Okay. Good. How many two? Bring your right lower leg out to the side of it. More. There you go. Sink. With the hips as you sink. Yes, good. Reach the arm in as you sink. Sink a little tighter. Oh, yeah. That's so you see your arms up. Press the top of the back foot down, press into the inner front foot. Firm the outer hips and corner your thoracic vertebrae in. So take your spine deeper and reach your arms more back. Yes, Brittany, yes. Yes. Now look at your fingertips. Yes. Take your arms back, thumbs in toward your hands. Yeah. Sink your hip more. Yes. And then exhale. Beautiful. So you push back the high lunge, knee over the ankle, left knee. And the right toes under, firmly outer hips, outer knees to outer hips, to square the hips, belly to the spine. Trying to left hip especially, and across the belly. Okay, and then take your hands to your buttocks. And then spread the forearm and buttocks, like gently direct the energy away from the sacrum towards the outer hips, down the outer legs, to the outer feet. Inner legs up, through the inner knees to the inner groin. Inner groin, in back, pelvic floor broad, front of the pleats comes down. Yes, shift your weight. Yes, now open back to your legs slowly. Yes. And let your torso drop down. Don't push your belly out. Release back. Good. And then on your fingers, look up, roll your sitting bones down. Hamstrings up, arms forward, swing your arms and go, 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 go. Good. And then exhale. So lower your arms, the way you went up is the way you came down. Otherwise, you might do something funny in your shoulder.
Yeah.
And always keep your arms straight, because if you bend the elbow, there's more potential for everything bending in a funny way that gets damaged. So it's like a stick. Okay. All right. Where's, here we go. Yeah, that's a good thing. I mean, blanket, not a block with the top one. Right in front of your mat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, head up, fingertips, right leg back. Turn the right heel in and down and look. Left heel in line with right heel or in step. Back foot is 45 degrees turned in. Yes, there you go. Now, firmly plant both your feet from your outer hips and up. Okay, so this is the warrior AC, right? Revolve hips to the front. So now, take your right hand to your buttock and bring that right buttock around to the front. Back of the right leg, around to the front. Turn your hips to the front. Outer left knee, draw it up to the outer left hip. See how that helps you square. It's a directional energetic thing, right? Okay, and then hands to hips. Bring it now. Stretch back into the outside edge of your right foot. And turn your hips around to the front. And bring your right foot around to the front. And bring your left knee back to the left hip. Yes. And now, keep rooting into that back leg. So you're stretching the back leg, just like we do those other ones, right? And the heel is down. Now you're going to cut. It's not about your front leg. The back leg, right? So we think it's about the front leg, right? Reach into the back leg. Yeah, and sink your hip. And as you sink your hips, try to bring it directionally, your tailbone and sitting goes forward, wings up, and then deeper. Yeah, that's it. Good. Yes, Susie, keep turning. Keep turning. And now, don't move your foot. Sit down. Sit down. Bend your knee. Bend your knee. Bend your knee. Knee, okay? Okay. Straighten your back leg. Extend your arms. Vimanasana, spiral your arms up. Reach your arms up. And when you reach your arms up, they get pinched to the top edge. So bring the top edge of the shoulder blades forward. Right? And then move your thoracic weight into that space. And if the arms go straight up, ideally take the head back more than the arms down. And lift the head up, fingers together, palms together. Elbows straight up. Elbows must be straight. Elbows must be locked. Firm your elbows. Yes. Now sit deeper. Come on, you're okay. Actually, you can go wider. Okay. And then release. Good. Okay. So then lift the back heel. Let's go through bend arm, head on the up dog. Down dog. And then you lift the heels, right leg forward. Turn your left heel and then down. Heel in line with heel or inside left. Right foot forward. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so toe heel your right foot, a little out to the side on these. Right there. Yeah. Yeah. Bring your right heel, just the heel up. Yeah. Good. Okay. So outer right knee to outer right hip, left foot around the back of the left leg. Hands to hips, spread the hips. Then reach out into that outer back foot. Really stand into that. Lifting the front of the leg up as you do so. And square the hip and lift the hips upright and you bend the knee. Right. Yep. And then bring the left leg around, back to the left side. Really got the right knee down for the hip. Yeah, reach into that outer back foot. Don't get light on the back heel. Press that. That has to stay firm. Left foot around. Left back. Yes, more. Yes. Good, and then lift the hips up. Onto the points, yes, bend your knee which you can. Lift your hip up and bend the knee, keep bending the knee, and reach into the outer back foot. Extend your arms, spiral, reach into your outer back foot, plant that heel, yes. Arms up, so the weight tends to go too much forward, right, you gotta get the weight back, and then broad, hollow. If you're broad on the upper back, then there's space to move the thoracic vertebrae in, and back and up, palms together, elbows straight, look up, if you can. Good, take your arm more up and back, squeeze the elbows into the head, yes. Good, Tony, yes, head goes back if you can, more back, yes, and up, and elbows, yes. And yeah, sit down just a little deeper, inner front foot, outer back foot, good. And then release, lift the back heel, and step forward, Uttanasana. And then look forward, you take the arm out to the side or straight forward, and up, either way. Good, Tony, yes. Okay. That will take us to the warrior three. I did have Ardha Chandrasana to revolve Ardha Chandrasana. Kind of fun. We'll do it. Okay. We did it last time. Okay. Excellent. Head down, buttocks broad, back thighs broad. Inhale, head up, fingertips, left leg back. So you're in warrior A, hips and come up. Left heel turns in and in. Okay. Good. Square the hips to the front, then the right knee, reach out to the back foot. Okay? Yeah. Inhale, take your arms up, warrior A. Yeah. Now, lift your back heel and turn your heel sort of straight up like Alanasana. Yeah, heel out, more further, heel out. Yes. Then your front knee. Good. Then you're going to lean forward. Step back. Step forward to back foot. So you kind of reach the weight forward with your arms, and then as you straighten the right leg, you extend your left leg back. Yes. Yes. Get lower, Brittany. Yes. And extend your left leg back. Come on, reach it. Yeah, left leg down. Outer right knee up to the outer right hip. Look forward to me. Look, yes, and just step back. Good. Okay. So the blocks are there if you need them. Okay. We can do it on the other side. And then we'll take it to Margaret, the Ardha Chandrasana. So let's just change that. Not quite far away at the back. Warrior A hips, warrior A legs, warrior A stance, back leg straight, front knee bent, pelvis up, arms up. That's warrior A, right? Now, put your back heel. Yeah, keep your balance by firming your outer hips in, press into your inner front foot, and turn your right heel so more facing the ceiling now. Turn your back heel, so it's out. Bend your ankle, yes, there you go, good. That's it. Now, you see, you're going to reach forward, shift your weight forward, you can step your back foot a little in, use that as balance as you straighten the left leg, draw the outer left knee up to the outer left hip, and then roll the right leg around, and reach the right leg back and then reach forward. Good, head down, chest down, really. Yeah, the back leg, extend it more, point the foot, yeah, reach back, chest down. Yes, arms up, good. Okay, so it might be better to look down because your head is lifting really high and then lifting your torso up 2 miles. Okay, so now we're going to do it one more time, but we're going to bring the hand from the blocks. Okay, and we're going to go to Ardha Chandrasana. Just a little fun. Okay, right leg forward, left leg back. Warrior A, arms up. So this way, so you keep building warrior A, right? And then you're not fussing too much about it, you're just doing it. Bend your front knee, warrior A. Come on, bend your front knee. Bend it. Yes. Yeah, you're not short knee stance. Grip your elbows. Okay. Now, lift your heel, turn it up, lift your weight, then take the hands to the blocks. Move the blocks. So now you're going to reach forward, lean forward, so your shoulders are over your wrists. Get the weight in the hands. And now, find your outer right knee and lift it up to the outer right hip as you roll the left leg down. Now flex the left leg instead of point. Flex it. Push to the inner leg. Lift the back leg up high. Come on, lift it. Now, you're gonna get. You might want to move the left hand in just a little. You'll see. And then you extend your right arm out to the side, and you start to turn. Turn up towards the ceiling. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, Tony. Yes. Bring your back leg more in to the middle. Yeah, so lower your, yeah, so your left hand is bringing in more toward your foot and in towards and back toward your foot more, back more, back more, back more. Yeah, now lean your weight forward, straight arms, straight, yes. Straighten your left arm, good. Flex your back foot, push out to the inner legs, rip the knee down, rip the knee down. Yes, yes. Now take the right arm up. Yes, Brittany. And this has to go. Here. Yes. Oh, there you go. Now take that bottom shoulder towards Tony. Yes. Good. Okay, really. Good.
I don't feel the best, it's just probably 16 years younger.
No, it's really hard.
No, that's not hard.
It's hard. It's not like part of the Konasana and the hard of this because it's like really grasps and not post. But this one is hard because of just like you did at the wall, right? Then you get wonky. It's hard to find. Okay, go right like that. Come on top, warrior A. So resetting the foundation of warrior A again, right? Bend the front knee. Bend the front knee more. Eventually, you want this left thigh parallel to the ground. Yes. As you reach into the outer back foot and lift the arms up, you can see how this is going to achieve better back bends and handstands and headstands and everything.
My lower back, that's why I wrist.
Yes, you have to take your tailbone forward. Yes. And then reach back and straighten the front of the back. Yes, at the same time, just like we did in those little lunges. Then you look, lean a little, lift your heel, shift your weight. You can take your hands to block. So now you don't want to be you don't want the blocks too far forward, right? So you want them right into your shoulders, so maybe 12 inches. And then you lean into that right hand. And now flex your right foot, roll the inner right thigh up, right butt away from the side of the sacrum, extend. Lift the outer left knee up to the outer left hip, extend your torso. And then take your left arm up as you extend your right leg back, right shoulder blade on the back. Yes, good. With the back leg more. Yeah, straight knee, push out from heel. Like if you push your shovel into the earth. Yeah. Yes. That much. Yeah. That much. Yes. This shoulder towards Brittany. This arm there. Yes. Good. Beautiful. Then release. Good. Brittany, that side's a lot better. Yeah. Whew. Come to Janasana. Where's the pool? Down the road. Right by where I parked my car. Right by our condo. I can get a spot in on it. Because everybody in Maplewood is at the pool. You know, and we pay for parking space there, and then like one parking space. And they use it because the pool lot closer. Oh, you can walk all the way from there? The pool lot is so much closer. Because that's just where all my condo. It's like how I walk. Yeah. You're like, I know, yeah. My mom was thinking pool parking. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. That's an inversion now, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good. And then look forward, buttocks down, from the hamstring up, from the belly, arms up. Good. Not too much, that's too much, yeah. So if your inner joints are short, it's too much. That's it. Good. Okay. Well, we kind of probably won't get to all that and that in mind either then. So let us do Prasarita wide legged throw and bend. Okay. I think it'll be good. And then I want to do Shikasana. Okay. So let's reach to Konasana. You can face this way, face me. Buttocks broad, back thighs broad. Oh, heels to the back edge. Oh, then I go to the city. Oh, God, no. Not yet, yet. So parallel the outwards of the feet as we go wider through the legs. And left heel out. Yeah. There you go. Now, inner thighs, so inner ankles. You find your inner heels and lift up. Yeah, and lift up to your inner knees, and then lift up to your inner thighs. And then take your inner brain back. As you take the elbow, that's a little low, that's too much, your thighs are pushing, yes. Now, keep the top thighs back and your side of the table, so deep inside, really deep into the bone, and then this spreads it. Yes, exactly. Yeah, you get a spread, good. And outer buttocks to outer feet, hands to hips. Lift your upper arms. Roll the shoulders back. Feel the upper edge of the shoulder blades. Squeeze them together, squeeze your elbows together, squeeze your elbows together, and you know, the belly position for the down. Yes, just up. And up, look up. Exhale, you come down halfway. Try not to push the buttocks back behind the heels. Extend the chest forward, take your hands down under the shoulders, behind your fingertips. Good. Now widen your inner thigh right up to the pelvic floor. Spread and widen the pelvic floor. Roll the sitting bones broad, buttocks broad. Press to the outer feet with the inner feet. Lift the knees, head up, chest forward. Yes, as the thighs go back, keeping that stability. You can then exhale and you take your torso down and you put your hands and head to stand two position. And you can use whatever support you need. There. Head down.
Okay.
And forward. It's like you back up. And the same thing goes here. Yes, beautiful. That's it. And then when you feel like, okay, I want to go deeper, you can block down and put your hands back a little bit, and your hands back. Okay, and so here, you're getting that out, yeah, you're too much in the outer angle, like both sides, yeah. Palms flat, yeah. Forward. Up. Down, up. Yes. Beautiful. Here, outer edge. Outer edge, yeah. Knees are edge. Yes. Down into this, yes. Up here. Yes. Yes. This has to look up. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Good. Good. Tony's happy she could be there for the rest of her life. Right? It's so good, isn't it? Once you get there and it's like peaceful, you're gonna stay there forever. So you have that's here and there that don't like this. Is it the ankles, the hip is a little bit off, the right hip sinks on that. You drag that, can you lift, stay there and bend your fingertips. Okay, head up, just that. Bring the outer ankles in, press with the big toenails. So when you bring the outer ankles in, don't collapse the inner ankles, that's enough. Outer ankle in across the top of the foot to the big toe. Where the toes spread, yes. This in, this, yes. Yeah, in here, press, yes. That's it, good. Yeah, and then take the inner groin back, here, this back. Spread, outer hips back, chest forward. That's where you want to be, inner knees a little forward. Inner knees, soften your inner knees, bend it, yes. There you go. Then you come down. Palms flat, hands back. Like chaturanga, squeeze the elbows in. Yeah, push down, forward with the hands, and the elbows, head down, shoulders up, shoulder blades. Squeeze the elbows in, yes. Yes, Brittany. Then you kind of lost your feet, right? Okay. Yeah, if you get, okay? Good, 2 shots on that, let's stand. I think that's too low, high for you. So you make it a little lower. Brittany, you're doing your freestanding, right? Yeah. So you can do this. Another thing to do, actually, let's do something else again. Take this to the wall. One long. Now, what we're gonna do is I will show you. It's, the block of wall one. So, it's this.
Oh, yeah, that's first one in the back.
Let's do this at 3. Probably get in that part, but and then you'll be both legs. This is gonna be, oh my God. Now, you can leg, and you adjust for your elbows, but don't get all of it. Right. That's into the other back, yes. Brittany, take your mat and make it into thirds. Or fours. No, and my elbows, fold it in half. And then half of it. And then turn it. Or that, that's just. That's good. If the block is under your hands, make the block to the wall, get your elbows closer, run your hands further up the block. No, yes. That's it. Try that. Curl the toes under. Yep. Good. Walking. Yeah. So your hand, you don't have to hold your block. So the hands are not under the block. So the hands are here. Yes. Try that. Your elbows might be a little close. Yeah. Lower down. Move your elbows further from the wall. Okay, and take the block up high. Move it up. Yeah, but don't yet. Try that. There you go. Yeah, that's walking. Yeah, with the outer hips. Yes. With the sides of the body. With the inner legs, inner feet. Yes, and that's off the ground. Breathe. Don't let your head just relax. You don't have to have anything in your neck. Right? Yeah, feet together. Feet together. Put your heels up and yes, straight knees. Open the backs of your legs. Oh, yes, good under it. I know. Beautiful, Brittany. Inner feet up. Now not towards the feet. Yes, yes, yes. A little teeny half point, not too much, but don't overpoint. That's a halfway between the flex and the point. You're laying the back of the legs and the front. Right? Press the center of your forearm down, very firmly. And okay. Good. Yes, Tony. Now, that's too much flip and you're bending the knee. You never want to bend, right? This is a stick. Wrap this around and lift the outer knee down. Lift this hip too. Yeah. Good. Good. Yes. Outer knee, outer head. Yes. 10 minutes. Good. Take a rest. Okay. That does feel so good. Yeah, we can stay there. And but you can come down and change the block. Okay. Okay. So take a breath. Actually, Brittany, why don't you try this too? I think I'm gonna do it. Okay, come down, take a rest. You can rest in chocolate or whatever you need, and then you're gonna turn the block over. Yeah. I think you see these. Then you're gonna do, put your elbows down, hold the block against the wall like that. Elbows don't have to be all the way to the wall. Yeah, go ahead, walk your elbows up to the wall and take the block on the wall. Go closer to the wall. Lift the block higher, higher. Elbows almost at the wall. Keep going. Keep going, keep going. Your head's gonna be off the ground. Okay. Keep going closer to the wall with your elbows. Okay. That's it. Now don't hold the front, just here. Now curl your toes under, lift your knees up. That's it, and walk in. Keep walking in, keep going. Lift your outer hips, lift your inner thighs, walk in. Keep going, keep going. Yeah, keep going. Good, that's it. So you're lifting here, lifting the inner legs, feet together, feet all the way in, feet all the way. Lift the heels. Feet stay there and lift the heels, any amount of the heels. Yes. Good, Brittany. Now lift one leg up. Don't bend the knee. Don't kick the leg. Yeah, straight leg, like a stick. Point the foot slightly. Buttocks around, that's it. Right here. So you're overdo something in your ankle. Don't do it. Yeah, lift here. Lift here. Yes, both hips lift deeply. Okay. What? This is my first. Change legs. So, okay, that's good. Walk in where you can. Yes. Keep going. Lift the hips. Lift the, yes. Open the back knees. Feet together. Feet together. Feet together. Feet together. Lift the heels. Lift the heels. Any amount of the heels. Oh, that's it. Okay. Lift one leg up. Good. That's better. Good. Both legs straight. Both knees open. Good. Yes, it is. And because the more you're open in the back of the legs, then you can pike up easier. Nice. Does it like this? That was the first one.
Okay.
And then the second one is that.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, that feels so good. Like,
I know. It's difficult to almost put it on the wall. Okay. Water. Okay. Head is not on the ground. Okay. Yeah, it's not about, it's not, the head isn't down, it's just your upper back. Now look your knees and go to, yes, now walk in. Yes, keep walking. So eventually you want to be able to get your hips right up over your shoulders. Yeah. But it takes an incredible amount of flexibility. Yeah. Your heels, straight knees. Okay. See how when you plank like that, it's a forward bend, it's a really deep forward bend. Then the more you can do that, the easier it's gonna be. Right? Yeah. Sometimes it's for feeling it, even when you lay over the bottom on the floor. Say again?
You know how you do that, stretch your upper back. You know, that.
Yeah.
The same kind of thing.
But it's, you're active, it's not, it's active, opening is very different from passive. And this builds your headstand, your handstand, everything. So now let's just do a quick lay with the wall. Yay. So you can, I would suggest using 2 blankets or bolster. So you can have the blankets, so that, and use a mat, because otherwise I'm just lying around. You can see the engine on the wall. And then you can have your blankets like this, which is more like a bolster, or you can turn the other way, which is a little more square. You have a little bit from the wall, blankets. Right, and then just 1 second. So you gotta get right in between. Then you can check your alignment, you know, right? Easier, okay? I'm taking this one again, let's see. So let's do. Right, so then you can, use also the relative gauge, so you can do it this way, you can see the edge, that's. Okay, then you can use both, which is kind of nice. Yeah. Isn't that great? Yeah. Woo, indeed. When you do the blankets this way, it should go higher here. So it's kind of like a bridge shoulder stand, which might be good. You see what works best. If it feels uncomfortable, then you turn the blankets the other way. Yeah, that's good. So there's a lift in the chest, like bridge, right? Yes, exactly. Yes, looks good. So then don't maintain any firmness, right? Once you've made the adjustment, then you relax, right? The shoulder blades go that way, right? But this is hollow, broad, soft like a pool, hollow space. So your inner thighs can roll towards the wall, your inner brain can roll towards the wall, back side of the buttocks drop, and then you can allow the buttocks to drop so that your lower back is in neutral, like arch, more like arch, because of the natural curve. So you're tight that way, right there. Because your tailbone and signals are curling up the wall. Can you feel that? So can I touch you? Yes. So here's your sitting bone. Okay. So you want to drop that, and that's when you release. Yeah. So roll the thighs in. Flex your feet, keep your feet, the thighs in, right? Yes, that's internal rotation, buttocks broad. And then flex. Let your leg bones drop down on your legs. Yes. Right, and then, yeah, see how it pulls you toward the that's it. Just relax. Yeah. Flex your feet. So you can look there. Look. Right? That's what happens when you're standing too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you need to firmness and really pay attention to this is either heel out, but then heel out. So the heel can move. That's evert, and this is provation. No, look, the sitting bones descend, and the heels, yes. Exactly. Try to maintain that alignment, yes. Straighten your legs. Yeah, so every once in a while, then you soften the ankle. like soften the skin and let things relax. And see what you're overdoing. Let go. And then just rest for a minute and maybe reassess, you know. Right, and a little bit, and just do the good one. Lift it and get it back. And then the left one. There. Yeah. And then with the inner heels. Yes. And then the last side. Center legs down without force. More of a release. Yeah. Bottom and bottom mounts. So the first thing you want to do bottom mounts. Why? Why would you want to do bottom mounts first? Well, your legs have just been straight and each one goes right. So now you can bend your knees and external rotation. Okay. So you're changing. Now, if you feel like you're close to the wall, or so you can scoot back, because you have a ropes, you know, scoot back. But so then what you can do with your. But here, still the inner groin down, but it's strong, right? So not just throw sleep. So. That's one leg was open. Okay, you can let this leg come up. That's okay. So you can feel what's there. Then you can release that one. Press this. Goes up with your hand. Use your hand. And you release that one a little, and then press this one, press that one, and you know, you're gonna slow without too much force. Encourage it. Oh, yeah, bring the shoulder blades down and back. Yeah. So hip openers like this, with your legs are apart, make them up piece, so you can feel how smooth. Yeah. Right, all the private parts are. So then when you're ready, you'll straighten your legs and go to the V shape. You go to wide legs. Now, when you go to the wide legs, is it internal or external rotation of your leg? No, it's internal rotation, just like you were doing in Dundas. What does that mean? Turn the inner thighs and inner knees and turn the leg, not just the foot. Yeah, and still let the inner groin descend. And now you should really feel the broadening of the pelvic floor. So we're gonna inner legs meet the base of the pubic area. Yeah. Release that away from the side of the pubis towards the inner knees, towards the inner feet. Flex your feet. Inner knees to the wall, roll it in, yes, inner knees, and then so that you don't overdo that, you have to take the inner knee and the outer, the top of the knee and the bottom of the knee, and the whole knee to the wall, press the knees, not with your hands, use the strength of your leg, and then press the whole length of the leg to the wall. Yes, and release the inner groin and sitting bones, tailbone down towards the floor. Yes. So this is real opening, right? Although it's strong. So then it creates a little heat because the strength of that base of the leg. So, and then when you're ready to come together, you firm your outer legs. Look, you have a good shape, right? For a gal. Yeah. Follow dancing. Yeah. Yeah. Tony teaches flamenco. And she also sings in a band. Yeah. What's the name of your band, Tony? Oh, Bossa High. Bossa High. Yeah. Now bring the legs together. And Ari, you can see her practicing. She's a long time student of me. Yeah. As all of the time. Oh, yeah. Okay. And then go to squat. Oh, right. So then squat. So you can widen. This is like I like this wide. Yeah. So don't you move your feet more than your knees, right? So your knees and your toes are mixed in line. So let your knees guide that. So many little things. Yeah. That I think when I do this at home, I'm doing it all wrong. It doesn't matter. It's better to do something. Just don't hurt yourself. Yeah. Feel pain stops immediately. But bring your heels close to your buttocks. Close to your buttocks. So this is nice. Yes. It feels like you're going deeper. Yeah. Yes. And it's really good for your back. So it's good for your back, whether you're lying down, sitting up, and then your back. Straight. Or you have whole back in front.
I teach this to people, like especially like the pilots and stuff, I think this is the best method.
You know, and then you got shots, everybody, you're just, let your buttocks drop, and stuff, yes. And then you go to top. Take your arms overhead if you like, and hold your arms up. Is it more of a chest?
Well, for people starting too, they can really do this.
Yeah.
The whole time.
Exactly, and this is a great thing to do after a long hard day of work, because your back is supported, so it's restful. And then your legs get inverted, which are down all day, right? So it's got a lot of benefits. And this pose, when your legs are up like this and you're just on the blanket, it's called deep reach carnegie. This is the most restorative pose you can do.
Oh, wow.
When you change the top of the legs, then you extend your arms, palms up, face overhead, and then change across the. You're really supported,
Right.
you know, this. And it's such a counter, it is just really that good for that counter goes from what most of us do all day. It should make you very intelligent, so you don't watch TV like this. Yeah, just project it on the wall, it's like, or just listen to a podcast. And then you extend your arms, turn your palms in, and raise your arms up and turn back. Once you have your feet, you can under your legs too. And then you go to the squat, where your toes point out, knees point back, but it's more like child's pose, where the other one is more like virasana forward. So this is, and you're bringing your knees more straight, yeah, so a little bit more compression in the abdomen. This is called Apanasana, wind relieving pose. Yeah, so Apana is the downward flowing energy. Prana is the general name for energy, and also that which we ingest. And then Udana is the energy that goes up, and there's Samana for digestion, and Dhyana, which is circulation. So those are the five main types. I read it. Also means it's the sister box. And then from here, you want to straighten your legs for a moment, just let that bend go. And then you could lift and scoot back, and then your feet on your blanket, your buttocks off the wall, and you could have your toes in the wall for now, or feet away from the wall, which is nice. Or you can go to cross legs, you know.
So here are your legs turned in or turned down?
What do you think?
Well, I'm gonna say turned in.
No. But the one part, it makes it more complicated, but this is external rotation, this is internal.
Right, so why was it when we did?
Because here's look here, Tony. You can do external rotation, but that's not the pose.
Right.
It's internal rotation. I mean, we don't have a lot of internal rotation there. So it's not this, right? It's just so they point straight back. Just like this. This is not external. Then that's this. That's all right. All right. Like the part, but internal rotation.
I got
It's abduction. Okay. It's abduction. Okay.
And that's the same, so you're doing it on the floor with your legs.
Same. Yeah. Very good. Okay, and then taking your time, and you're ready to roll over, take a couple of breaths, and then come up to sitting. I'm gonna go ahead and end this recording.
That is so informative.
Yay.